Let us revise the concepts what we studied before. So we all knows that we have two kinds of motion. One is linear motion and another one is what motion, everybody? Angular motion, or also we can call it as what, everybody? Rotational motion. So in linear motion, distance or displacement is S. In rotational motion, what is the angular displacement, everybody? Angular displacement, theta. And what is the relation between S equals to, everybody? Pradosh, S equals to what? R theta. Next, angular velocity, linear velocity, angular velocity, omega, and relation is V is equals to R omega. Next, acceleration, angular acceleration. What is the relation? Acceleration is equals to R into angular acceleration. So now, same way here, force, linear motion, force and rotational motion, what will come, everybody? You should speak. I am keep on saying what is the use. It will come what? Torque. So and we all knows that what is the relation? Force F is equals to, everybody. We all people knows force F is equals to MA. And we all knows that torque is equals to what is the formula, brothers? I into moment of inertia, angular velocity. So because here mass will come, here what will come, everybody? Last 1 week we are studying the same thing. Angular momentum or momentum. So here momentum, here what is that? Equals to what? Mass. Are you clear, everybody? So this is what we have studied everything already from the long back. The same thing we are studying. So remember this all the three relations, and we'll continue on today's class. So we are going to derive the one more formula. That is the formula I into alpha. This is only. I think you have not studied till now. Am I right, everybody? Yes, Rudresha? Correct? So this is the formula we are going to derive in our today's class. That is only is our main work, and as well as the formula which we already know. So we have two formulas for tau. So tau or torque is equals to one formula is what? R into F. This is the one formula which we already know. So we are using from long back. Am I right, guys? Everybody? Yes, please respond.
Yes, sir.
All of you. Now, today's class we are going to derive torque is equals to moment of inertia into angular velocity. So please write it. Moment of inertia into angular acceleration. Acceleration or velocity? Angular acceleration. So we are going to derive formula now. So let us take for this one. That is only our target. Then we will work it. Okay, numericals. So now this is also for JEE mains and as well as NEET compulsory. There will be a question every year. Every year there will be a question in NEET paper and as well as this one. What is that? Tau is equals to I alpha. So I means what, everybody? I means what? Moment of inertia. And alpha means what? Angular
acceleration.
Okay, everybody. So now let us derive that. So how to derive it? So let us choose a random body. I am choosing. So where it has been revolving around a pivoted point. So pivoted point means all of you all knows that. Are you clear, everybody? Pivoted point. Understanding? So what do you mean by that? I have dot. See, pivoted point, not dot. It is a cross. Means the axis of rotation is acting towards inside or outside. Everybody. Into the page. Understanding? Yesterday also I have taught you. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please respond.
Sir.
Choosing some body. I am choosing some rigid body who is having a rigid structure, and so where it is pivoted across this point means it is revolving, rotating a whole body about this axis of rotation. That is what pivoted point. Now let me choose a small mass whose mass is m1. Whose mass is how much, everybody? Please respond. Whose mass is m1. From the pivoted point, what is the distance, everybody? What is the distance we used to call it as? Let me take it as a R1. Understand, Budreswa? Clear? Now, as it is revolving in the sense of, means the force is exerting in this direction and acceleration is always perpendicular because it will make circular motion. Am I right or wrong, guys? Everybody? Please respond, all of you. So, this is the direction of acceleration. What acceleration? It is acting tangent to the pivoted point. What acceleration it is? Centripetal acceleration or tangential acceleration? Everyone? It is the tangential and the force is also tangential force. So this is the point one. So can you tell me what is the torque one, everybody? Let me take the torque existed by this point. It's torque one, which is equals to, can I say, R1 into, so we all know first F is equals to, what is the formula? F is equals to what was the formula, everybody? MA. Understanding? Respond. And we all knows that tau is equals to already the formula we knows. What is the tau formula? Tau is equals to R1 into F. Let me take this is tau 1 because only particular mass I am taking. Now, in place of F, what I can write everybody? Pakranga. In place of F, what I can write? I know R1 is equals to F. In place of F, what I can write? M into. And here M means what? M1, small mass. So can I write M1 into A? Mr. Rudreswar, clear? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Please respond. Now we all know acceleration and angular acceleration. What is the relation? Acceleration and angular acceleration relation. Everyone?
R alpha.
R alpha. So what is the tau 1 will become, brothers? Tau 1 is equals to what? R1 M1 into R alpha. Is it
R
okay?
alpha.
This R means
Yes,
what,
sir.
everybody? R means R1. Am I right or wrong?
Yes,
Please
sir.
respond. That's what. So I'm replacing. So tau 1 is equals to R1 M1 R1 alpha. So R1 into R1. How much it is? Everybody.
R1 square.
R1 square. So M1 R1 square into alpha. This is the tau momentum. Sorry, tau. The torque is exerted by one particle. Others also, unless you speak, you respond, there is no use. I know. I may call somebody is reminding all you have to involve. This is your class and you are learning. Please keep it in mind. Mr. Sai Karthik, you understand this one? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now I will choose another particle. See, now I have choose M1 mass. Let me take some other mass which is pivot, which is from the pivot point. This is what is my mass. Let me take that mass is what, everybody? M2. Now this distance will become what, everybody, from the pivoted point? Let me take it as a what? Everybody? R2. Now here it is actually angular acceleration always perpendicular. So this is the direction of acceleration. So you can choose anything. So what is the tangential acceleration? So what will happen, everybody? Now tau 2 is equals to, what is the torque produced by this particle? Everybody. Tau 2 is equals to, what will happen? Everybody. M2 into R2 square.
M to R2 square.
If I take third particle, somewhere I will take here third particle. So whose acceleration is acting in this direction. So this distance will become what, everybody? It will become R3. So I like how many particles I can take? Infinite number of particles I can take. Am I right or wrong? Please respond. M3 R3 square into alpha. So
Yes.
like I'll make infinity number of particles so that net torque. What is the net torque formula? Net torque is equals to sum of the individuals of all these torques. So what will happen? Tau 1 plus, tau 2 plus, tau 3 plus, and so on. So what is the tau 1 value, everybody? M1 R1 square alpha plus tau 2 value how much? M2 R2 square alpha, and so on, so on, so on. It will be. So who is common in this both? Everybody check it. I am taking only 2, but I have taught you 3. What is the common? Alpha is common, which is equals to M1 R1 square plus M2 R2 square plus, and so on. For those, observe this relation and tell me, previous classes we have studied, which is equals to something. M1 R1 square plus M2 R2 square plus M3 R3 square plus M4 R4 square plus, so on, so on, so on, so on. Something it is. What is that? Anybody? Yes. Turn your notebook, you can see. Girls.
Yes, sir.
What is that? Everybody. You have
R
already
is equal to
studied.
alpha
Previous
into
classes you see. What is the type, brothers? We have studied M1 R1 square
M1
plus
R1 square plus
M2
M2
Plus
R2
M
R2
to
square.
square
R2 square.
equals to what? Total momentum. Am I right or wrong? Everybody.
Yes, sir.
Moment of inertia. That's
Yes, sir.
all. So tau net is equals to, that is what net torque is equals to. I'll get alpha into I. So what is that? Net torque is equals to I into alpha. This is only the second formula for torque. That is only our today's class. Deriving the formula for torque. So one formula. What is the first formula for torque, everybody? Torque is equals to R into F. And second formula is I into alpha. So please make it angular moment of inertia into angular acceleration. Are you clear, everyone? Understand, Amma?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Solve it. If you solve this only, we will proceed from. Hope everybody understand. Anything doubt you can ask. Samaya, understood? Manya, Mr. Rishi, Murali.
Yes, sir.
Murali, are you solving or simply sitting, Murali? Kadri.
Yes, sir. Solving.
Solve. Not understanding means ask me Murali. Simply don't be like 10th. It is not like 10th and no more you are like 10th class. You remember that. You are already now in 11th. So days are very, very tough. You have to practice more.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Kadir, clear? Completed means we will proceed now.
Complete.
Progress over. Pradeep. Pradeep Erega. So Pradeep. Sai Karthik. Okay. Then right. This is what is about it. Now write the first question. Question number 1. Let me take a rectangular glass rod or slab. You can take whatever it is. So it has been pivoted exactly at the middle. So exactly at the middle. So now having a mass M and length L. Clear everybody? Now exactly from the pivoted. So pivoted point, this whole length is how much everybody? Whole length is what? All of you? This from the pivoted point, this length will become what? All of you? Will become L by 2 and this length also will become what? Everybody? It is L by 2. Okay. Now I am applying a force exactly at L by 4 distance. Means if I make the total length is 4 parts. Okay. So then exactly from the pivoted point at the L by 4 distance force is applied. Till here what is the Pradosh distance? L by 4. So at this point the force is applied. So imagine. So now scale will rotate or not? It will make what motion? Everybody? It will make circular motion. Clear? Understand, Amma? All of you? So it will be keep on rotating. It has been pivoted. Now, when axis of rotation is passing through the pivoted point, exactly center, we have already knows what is the center of mass. Axis of rotation passing through center of mass. What is the moment of inertia? Anybody? First concept we studied in moment of inertia. All of you? Yes, Pradosh? ml square by
12.
ml square by 12. You should learn, Amma. You should not. If you are not learning, no use. Now, what is the question? Find the angular acceleration, okay, and as well as angular displacement in t seconds. That is what is our question. Clear, everybody? Angular acceleration and as well as angular displacement in the t seconds. So we all knows that acceleration is equals to f by m or f is equals to ma. Same way, alpha is equals to tau by I or tau is equals to what, guys? We have done alpha into I. So this is what we have studied now. Am I right or wrong? All of you, please respond. Now, so we all knows the first formula for tau. Tau is equals to what is the formula, everybody? R into
F.
Respond. R into F. Now, tau is equals to R value how much, Rudreswar? Where it is applying the force? Pakrang, everybody. Where it is applying the force? At what distance?
L by
from the pivoted point? You all should speak L by 4. So R will become L by 4 into F. Now, we all know tau is equals to what, guys? I into I is equals to what? I into alpha. So I alpha is equals to L by 4 into F. Now, what is the moment of inertia through say COM, center of mass, when axis of rotation perpendicular to the center of mass? What is that? ML by? You also speak. So ML square by 12 into alpha is equals to L by 4 into F. So cancellation, please. How you can cancel, guys? At least L square and L cancel. 4 ones are 4 12s are. Opposite side. That's what. So what is remaining?
Sir, 4 3s.
4 3s are. Yes. 4 3s are. So ML by 3 into alpha is equals to F. Now 3 will come this side. So alpha is equals to what will happen? 3F by ML. That is what is the angular acceleration. Over. Any doubt? You can ask. Understand, Pradosh, Rudreswa, Rishi?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we have to find one more thing.
Sir.
What? Angular? Angular acceleration over. What else we have to find it? Angular. Yes, please. What else we have to find it? Angular displacement we have to find it. Clear? So now if you observe very carefully, so angular acceleration, if the body, the force constant, the applied force is constant. I applied same amount of force. Now force is constant means angular acceleration remains constant or varies. Everybody? Yes, please. Respond, guys. Constant acceleration. Yes or no? Applied force is constant, so that acceleration remains constant. So when the acceleration remains constant, immediately you have to use some equations. What is that? Constant acceleration. For those equations of what? Equations of motion.
Motion.
Okay. Now, what is the equation? Second equation, you have to use it as it is initial
UT
velocity.
plus RT.
So ut plus half at square. But this is for normal motion. But we want theta now. So you have to replace this equation. So S will become what? For this one, angular motion. S will become theta. U will become angular velocity, initial velocity plus half into A become what? Angular acceleration. T become T square. Understand, Rudreswa? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So why I choose this equation? Anybody? Because initial angular velocity is what? Everybody? 0. So that is what? So displacement it is. So theta is equals to initial angular velocity 0. So that 0 into time 0 plus alpha value just now we found. What is the alpha value? 3f divided by ml into t square. So theta is equals to, what is the answer, everyone? 3f t square divided by, yes please, 2 ml. That is only the theta. Understand, Pradosh? Aksha?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So solve.
Yes.
So whenever constant acceleration, you have to use it what, everybody? Equations of motion. So we have a 3 equations of motion which was studied from 9th class. We are studying the same thing. Clear, everybody? Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt you can ask. Understand, Amma? Girls, boys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
Mani and Samya solving or not, I don't know.
Sir,
Yes, Pradosh.
sir, here we can put F equal to M and cancel M and M, sir.
Which one, Rudra, sir?
3 into F, no, sir. That
Ah.
F we can put MA also.
Oh, capital M. You can, but we want to find only here theta only. Then you want, you can cancel it. That's fine. That's wrong. F equals MA, you can replace it. No issues.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. You can always, there will be a way always. If you are having a chance, you can always do it. Nothing wrong. But basically, they're asking theta, we can stop it there. No issues. Okay. Now, so next one. So let us imagine there will be a attached wheel. So we all know, like we can see that playing toy like. So which is attached to a pivoted point. Clear, everybody? Pivoted point. And it is like a window. You know, a small toy will rotate when the wind is blowing. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? So like that. So applied force is 20 newtons. Applied force is 20 Newton. So this is the pivoted point. It is rotating. So it is a circular motion. So from the center, every time, every side, what is remains constant? Everybody? What is remains constant? R is remains constant. So if it is the circular ring, actually, you can take it whatever it is. So I'm giving even the circular motion, the COM, the center of moment of inertia at COM is 0.2 kilogram meter square. How much moment of inertia? Already I have given 0.2 kilogram meter square, and R radius is equals to 20 centimeter. Radius is equals to 20 centimeter. The question is find angular velocity omega of disk actually. So disk means what is that actually? Like a wheel. Mass is distributed only on the surface or throughout it? Everybody? Throughout it. Understanding? So after 5 seconds, that is what is the question. Find the angular velocity after 5 seconds. So that is only question. So I will give you the answers also. You can solve. So option A, 50 radian per second. What is the unit of angular velocity? Everybody, radian per second only. You all studied or not? Everybody. So 75 radian per second, 100 radian per second, and D, 125 radian per second. Please make it. This concept is over. Almost 55% syllabus we finished in this concept. That's what it is. Do it fast, everybody. Anything doubt, ask. Try. What is your answer? If you try it, you will get first alpha. First, you can see. We want it omega. So omega means what actually it is? Anybody can tell? Yes, please. Find angular velocity omega after of disk after 5 seconds they are asking. So you all knows the time period is equals to 5 seconds. So let us solve it now. Tau is equals to what is the formula? R into respond R into F. Clear? So what is the R value? Everybody 20 centimeter. But you have to take it what, Pradosh? Meters you have to take it. Clear everyone? So be very careful with that. So 20 meters. So 20 centimeters means 20 by 100 meters. Okay, ma, understand, girls? And force is how much? 20.
Yes.
So 0, 0 will get cancelled. Next 2 ones are 2 5s are. So what is the answer? Tau is equals to how much? 4 Newton meter. 4 Newton meter tau. So now we all knows that tau. Tau means what is the formula? I into alpha. So I alpha is equals to 4 Newton meter. So okay, units also strike it. What is I value? They have given. Check it everybody. What is I value? Moment of inertia.
0.2.
0.2. Understanding? So 0.2 into alpha is equals to 4. So from that I will say alpha is equals to 4 divided by 0.2. I will write as a 40 by 2, which is equals to what is alpha, guys? Alpha is equals
20.
to 20 watt radian per second square.
Radian per second.
Acceleration. Radian per second square. So it is remains constant or varies? Acceleration remains constant. So again, if it is constant means you have to use it what? Everybody. Constant acceleration. Equations of
motion.
Equations of motion. They are asking velocity, brothers. You know velocity and you want velocity and you know time period and acceleration. So which equation you will prefer? Anybody? Girls, boys? Distance kadayadu. Only velocity and time period. So which equation? First equation. So
First
V
equation,
V is equal to
V
U plus
plus
AT.
and what is the V means? Final omega, final velocity, initial velocity, angular velocity plus acceleration alpha into time. So initial angular velocity is what? Everybody? Initial angular velocity?
0.
So final angular velocity after 5 seconds. After 5 seconds means like initial velocity is 0. Alpha is equals to how much you got it? 20 into
radian per
time
second.
is how many seconds? 5.
5.
So what is the
5
final
seconds.
velocity? Final angular velocity which is equals to everybody?
100
100
radian per second.
radians per second. That is the answer. So what is the correct option? Everyone? Option C. Solve. You solve, only you can do it. Otherwise, it is very tough. Mr. Pradeep, you have to make sure you have to be consistently attend the classes. Namesake attending and going, no use. Whatever is your work, you have to focus if you are interested. That's what is my expectation. Mr. Rishi, clear? Sai Karthik, one hand Samya, I am asking you, at least you can respond in chat simply if you are listening means. Namesake only thing. Princey, clear, Princey?
Yes, sir.
Only with the two formulas, Princey, nothing else. Just we are getting something you can do, pachra, something you have to get the answer. That's all. All of you try. Simply don't sit, Mr. Kadri, trying.
Yes, sir.
Do. We'll go to the next question. Okay, next question, everybody. What's the next question, guys? Right. So imagine write a question first. A wheel with the MOI, moment of inertia. A wheel. So those completed?
Yes, sir.
A wheel with the MOI, moment of inertia, 2 kilogram meter square and rotating at 50 RPM. What do you mean by RPM? Anybody?
Rotations per minute.
Rotations per how many minutes, Pradosh? 1 minute.
1
Understanding?
minute, sir.
Yeah. Is
1
brought to rest. Find the torque. Torque symbol itself, we change it into torque symbol. All of you, first letter itself. Required to bring it to rest in 1 minute. Bring it to rest in how many minutes? All of you? In
minutes.
1
One-
minute. Okay. So first one. 5/6, option B. 5/12, option C. 5/15, option D. 5/18. Yes, Mr. Rudresha. You want to stop it within how many minutes, everybody? 1 minute. Are you clear, everybody? So what is the required torque they are asking? If you want to stop it means torque will come positive or negative. If you want to increase means force will become, like you all see 9th class. If increasing acceleration, force is also appears to be positive. Decreasing acceleration, force will appears to be what? Everybody? Yes. Negative. Correct, Amma? Opposite direction it is exerting. That is the meaning of it. Okay, then start doing, everybody. So what else you can do it? Imagine a wheel. It is a wheel. So wheel means what is the shape of the wheel, everybody? What is the shape of the wheel? Yes.
Circle, sir.
Circle. So wheel is in circular shape. So now this wheel is making how many rotations per minute? All of you. And they have given what? What is the moment of inertia of this one? Pradosh? 2 kilogram meter square. And what is the initial velocity? It is rotating. Initial velocity. What is the initial angular velocity? It is rotating how much, guys? Initial angular velocity 50 RPM. And what is the final angular velocity? Brought to rest. What is the final velocity? Everybody.
0.
Brought to rest means final angular velocity is 0. Now, this is what do you mean by this? 50 RPM means 50 rotations or 50 revolutions for how many minutes, guys? 50 revolutions for how many minutes? All of you. 1 minute it is making 50 revolutions. Is it right or wrong? Everybody, please respond. Then
Yes.
means 1 minute means what is the angle it is making? Can you tell me? 1 minute means what is the angle it is making? If suppose 1 minute it is continuously revolving, how much angle it has been made? Just imagine. If it is make one rotation, what is the angle made, everybody? One rotation means what is the angle made by them? Complete rotation, which is equals to how much?
360 degrees.
Degrees, which is equals to what? 2 pi. If it is make suppose 2 rounds, how much times it is making? 360 into 2, which is equals to 2 into 2 pi. Am I right or wrong, everybody?
Yes.
Like
Yes,
that,
sir.
it is making how many rotations? 50 revolutions per 1 minute means 50 rounds means what is the total angle? Everybody? 50 into 2 pi. That is the total angle made by the wheel. Understanding? So now we all knows that and initial velocity is equals to, what is the formula basically? Delta theta by delta t. Am I right or wrong? Velocity formula. Displacement by time. Am I right or wrong, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So omega is equals to, what is the angular rotation totally? Angular displacement, how much it is? Angular displacement, how much, guys? For 50 rounds. 50 into 2
50 into 2.
divided by time period. How much time period? 1 minute. So 1 minute means how many seconds, Ra?
60 seconds.
60 seconds. Understanding all of you? So that is what it is. So now 0, 0 will get cancelled. 2 ones are 2 threes are. So what is the answer, Pradosh? 5 by 3. So that is the initial velocity. So initial velocity is how much, everybody? All of you? 5 by 3. Clear? Now they are asking us to find torque. So what is the torque formula? All of you, torque is equals to what? I into alpha. So alpha means what? Speak loudly. Alpha means what?
Angular velocity.
Angular acceleration. Angular acceleration.
Acceleration.
So acceleration, what is the formula, brothers? Angular acceleration, final velocity minus initial velocity by time period. Final velocity mutta, initial velocity 5 pi by 3 divided by time is equals to what? Everybody? Time is equals to, sorry.
5 seconds.
Time is equals to, not 5. That is 5, that is 1 minute.
60
What is the time
seconds.
period? Yeah, time period means how much? 1 minute means how many seconds, everybody? 60 seconds. Clear?
60.
Turns into alpha is equals to minus 5 by 3 into 1 by 60. So 5 ones are 5 12s are. So alpha is equals to how much? Minus 5 by 12 threes are. 12 threes are
6.
36. Clear? That is what it is. Now you can make it. So tau is equals to I alpha. What is the I value? Everybody? I value 2. Given question Pakranga. 5 divided by 36. So 2 ones are 2 18s are. So what is the required torque, everybody? 5 by
Minus 5 by 18.
minus 5 by 18. It is ready to stop. That is why it is negative. So what is the correct answer? 5 by 18. Solve it. Make it fast, everybody. Finish it means completed, everyone. Understand? Rudreswa?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to solve very clearly. If you not solve, then there is no use. That's what it is. You can make it. Okay. So next question. Can we go to the next question, everyone?
Yes.
Write the next question.
Yes, sir.
So let me take it now. Square lamina, which is been axis of rotation. So this is the axis of rotation. I am taking a square lamina now. So square lamina means all the sides are what? Everybody? Equal. So each side is actually 5 centimeter. Okay, everyone. So now it is a square lamina. All of you observe. Square lamina whose center of mass is present here. So now what is the torque required? That is what we have to find it. So square lamina it is. Meeting is going to end means join in second meeting. Let me finish this question. And then I'll give already one homework question I have given. And one more homework question I will give you. If we solve, we can sleep. So 3 into 10 power minus 4 Newton meter. Option C, 5 into 10 power minus 4 Newton meter. And option D, 8 into 10 power minus 4 Newton meter. So these are the 4 options. So I will give you acceleration is, sorry, A, acceleration not, side ra this is, not acceleration. Side of a square, how much ra? Side of a square, how much? 5 centimeter. And mass is 120 grams. And alpha is equals to 2 radian per second square. Radian per second square, and calculate that out. So be very careful. It is in centimeter. So what is your primary duty? How to convert into what? Everybody? Yes, please. Convert into what? Meters. So 5 by 100 meters. And this is in grams. So that convert into kilograms. 5 by 120 by kg. So cancel, which will get 12 by 100. 12 by 100 kg. Any doubt you can ask. Clear? Understand? No response.
Yes.
Okay. Meeting is going to end till here you join. You write it 120 by 1000 only. It will be useful for us. Okay, whatever it is, you can solve it. Till here you finish it, join back in the meeting, and we'll continue from there. I'll send the link. I think already it's there in the Google. The link group you can continue. Understand, brothers? Rudreswa? And you can take it.
Yes, sir.
So now, axis of rotation is passing through this. Then this total side is 5 centimeters means from this to here. They are asking what is the required torque. So required torque means we have to find it. So now this distance will become what? If it total is A means this will become